The campus serves as a hub for upward movement and social mobility for the low-income region of El Paso and Ciudad Juarez in Mexico. It's an example of how the Twin Cities culture and economy are integrated at the border life. Then I spent weeks at the site and its surroundings in order to study how the existing ecological systems and arroyos might divert water system, stormwater, in this Chihuahuan desert region. Stormwater is moved slowly across the landscape in a series of vegetated arroyo bioswales and smaller sequoia bioswales, and then finally into detention basins. Managing natural ecological systems is important in adapting developed sites to increase dramatic storm events and quantities. The second case study I researched is a proposed project called City of Green Creeks for Ambos Nogales in Arizona and Mexico. This is another example of a twin city on the border that share an extensive array of social, environmental, and economic problems. The shared watershed flows from the mountains in Nogales, Mexico downstream and concentrates in a concreted swell, and that is further increased in velocity by the border wall acting as a dam. This concentrated flow then typically floods Nogales, Arizona, so often in fact that the government of Arizona declares a state of emergency every monsoon season. This flooding is compounded by the lack of stormwater management and connected sewer service in Mexico. Stormwater collects sediment and raw sewage and carries them down the arroyos that are also used as streets for these urban areas as they are dry for most of the year. This project proposed implementing green infrastructure and LID into the arroyos in dense urban centers to slow and infiltrate and detain stormwater and its pollutants. For less urban areas and areas upstream, they proposed restoration and remediation of the arroyos to their native riparian ecology. My proposed prototype is a mixture of ideas that would culminate in central nodes pertinent to conservation and international industry and commerce. We would implement LID and green infrastructure to restore the natural watershed through remediated arroyos, expanding proposed free trade zones to bring people, jobs, and commerce to the border, and we would integrate our habitat nodes with conservation efforts to protect the biodiversity and natural resources of the Chihuahua Desert. This integrates into my team's proposals with alternative energy production and multifaceted land use patterns, as seen in the collaged image in the middle. As a preliminary site study, I would propose these 4 larger twin cities along the Texas-Mexico border, which are El Paso and Ciudad Juarez, Ojinaga and Big Bend National Park, El Rio and Ciudad Lacuna, and Laredo and Nuevo Laredo due to their proximity to existing conservation areas and their existing cultural ties internationally. We would also want to propose our solutions as adaptations to existing infrastructure systems, making established cities a priority for site selection. Thank you.